Hello everyone, Alex here from Drayton's. Here we've got an Audi A4 2 litre TFSI 35 S-Line S Tronic, finished in brilliant black solid paint. All of the wheels and tyres are in very good condition. These are the upgraded 19-inch 10 V-spoke design alloys. Look very nice, really give the car an even sportier look. At the back you do get a good sized boot, and the back seats will fold down if you need any extra space in there as well. This car has got MOT until the 13th of the 8th 2022, which is when its first MOT is due, and it will come with a full Audi dealership history. We have the S branded leather and Alcantara sport seats, some of my favourite seats in any car. Very comfortable. You've got nice big bolsters on the side and the base. Quality is really nice as well, and that continues to the rear with the exception of the central seat, which is just full black leather. I can't speak highly enough of these seats. I do love Alcantara though. It's a really nice combination. Up front we have your rev counter on the left, your speedo on the right, and your digital screen in the centre, showing your driving mode, and you've also got a digital speedo which is showing there. Also got your date and time, your trip computer as well. Moving across you have your radio or media tab, your Bluetooth tab, and your nav as well. When you have a route set, that will show your next direction. When you don't have a route set, it's just a compass, and it will show the road name just there. As you can see, it says off-road because we are underground, so it doesn't actually pick up the road name. Moving on to the main screen, we have DAB, FM, AM radio with the favourites tab as well. You also have Bluetooth connectivity for hands-free and music as well. You've also got aux and SD card, which is just located in here with the CD player. One of the SD card slots you can see there is taken up already. That is by the satnav SD card, but the other one is free if you wanted to pop some music on an SD card, and you can also do USB as well. Speaking of Bluetooth, you've got your phone tab there. You also have Audi Smartphone, which is Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so you can have your own phone screen on the screen in the car, so you can have your Google Maps or Waze or your messages come through. I think WhatsApp is also available on there as well. So there's a couple of apps which you can use through the system. If you get text through, you can read them out, stuff like that. And you can use voice activation for that too. Speaking of Google Maps and Waze, you do have built-in satnav. It's really easy satnav system to use, nicely up to date, very clear. Got a few points of interest which you can change as well. Different zoom levels and different views from like day or night or automatic, so if you prefer the darker screen as it is now, you can keep it like that all the time. But yeah, if you prefer using Google Maps and Waze, that's probably what you're going to be using most of the time, rather than the satnav system itself. Also got your car settings on here, so we have Audi Drive Select. You've got various different driving modes, comfort, auto, dynamic and individual. Individual, you can edit a couple of things, the engine and gearbox and the steering. So as you can see, the engine and gearbox is currently in dynamic mode, which is the sports mode, and the steering is in comfort mode. So with the engine and gearbox in dynamic, you've got a sharper throttle response, but the steering in comfort keeps the light steering and better manoeuvrability. If you wanted a bit more steering feel, then just pop it in full dynamic mode, and then you've got the sharper throttle response and then also the slightly heavier steering as well to give you more feel through the road. Moving down, apologies, one thing I did forget to mention, you've got your servicing on here as well, so you can see when your next service is due. You will get a reminder close to the time, but if you want to keep an eye on it, then you can do that on there. As I was going to say, moving down, we have your climate control system. You've got a deluxe 3-zone climate control, so you can control both the driver, the passenger and the rear from the driver's control, so you can have them all synced up as they are now. So when you change the driver, the passenger and the rear will change as well. or you can have them all different temperatures, which is probably more likely what you're going to do. You can also set the rear from here as well. So if you know someone's going to be getting in the back and you don't want it to be too cold in the back, you can set that from there too. As you can see, you also have heated front seats as well, 3 different heat levels, with different heat levels really. As you can see, I'm currently got them on because it is quite cold again. It's been nice, but it's quite cold again, so I'm making full use of those. Moving further down, you've got your drive select shortcut button. So the drive select menu I showed you a second ago, you can scroll through those just by using the up and down on here rather than going through the menu itself. You've also got your engine start stop, your stability control, and you've got parking system plus. So you've got front and rear sensors with the selective display that will come on automatically when you put the car into reverse, when you're going at very low speed, stuck in traffic and something comes past you, or you get too close to the car in front. That will pop up, but yeah, you can turn it on and off just by pressing the parking button there. Moving down, we've got a 12-volt socket and USB port, as well as your push button start. So one of the USB ports, there is another one located just in the central console. One of them will be used for Apple CarPlay or Android Auto if you want to use that, because it's not wireless on this particular model. It is on the brand new one, but not on this year. Down here we have your shortcuts for the infotainment system, as well as 8 presets which you can preset radio stations or contacts to if you've got your Bluetooth set up, so you can make calls directly from there to your favourite contacts. We have perforated leather on the gear selector, as you do on the steering wheel, with it being the S line, so it's a bit of a sportier feel. You've got your standard drive mode, and you've also got a sports setting on the gearbox. So the standard drive mode is set up more for efficiency, whereas the sports mode, it lets the engine rev out a bit more and keeps it on the optimum power band for performance. We also have hill hold assist and an electronic parking brake, as well as your volume controls and your track skip or radio skip. And in here we have the aforementioned USB port number 2 and the aux port there as well, and just a little storage space for you. You've got decent storage in the door pockets, both front and rear. Inside's very nice cabin. Can't really fault it that much, to be fair. As I mentioned, you've got perforated leather on the steering wheel, sports steering wheel with the S branding again. We've got multifunction controls on the left and right hand side. The ones on the left are for the screen in front, so you can scroll through those, change the view for the reduced display, and also scroll through the various different options as well. On the right hand side, you've got your volume controls, your hands-free and your voice activation as well. You've also got flappy paddles for if you prefer a manual sportier style of driving. We have cruise control with speed limiter as well, rain sensing wipers, automatic lights, and a nice little extra heated and electrically adjustable wing mirrors with electric fold as well. You do also get Alcantara in the door cards here, and this nice aluminium trim throughout. Just move to the back. As I mentioned, you've still got the Alcantara and leather sports seats, so still got decent bolsters on the side and the base as well, and the heat controls, as well as a 12-volt socket in the rear as well. You do also have a central armrest. Again, Alcantara in the doors and the aluminium trim as well. You do also have 4-way electric lumbar support in this car as well. Very nice car. Looks very nice and drives really well as well. The 2-litre engine's nicely efficient for a petrol engine, but it's also got a nice amount of punch as well when you need it. This car does also have Audi warranty until August 2022 with the age, and we also have a range of finance options available, so if finance is something you're looking for, then we can help you out with that as well. If you need any more information on this car or any of the cars we have in stock, please go to draytons.co.uk. Thank you.